I need your prayers because I'm about to try and take these two cattle panels and put them in between those two beds. Right, where's my finger? Right there. And then one on the end at the back. And hopefully it works out. Thoughts and prayers. That was definitely heavier than anticipated, but I have it propped. So now I just need to attach it to these T-posts. But now there's a trellis. So I'll have cucumbers grow here and go up and pretty flowers. Yay, I did it. Okay, today is May 4th. Please excuse that mess right there. There's my garlic. I have lettuce. These are seedlings for Mommy. Jessica's flowers. Here I planted two sweet potato slips in a 20-gallon container. I have another one down there in that container. My muscadine is looking really pretty. Here I put two watermelon, Charleston Gray watermelon. My Roma tomatoes are looking good. Here, these are all flowers, gladiolus and cosmos, I think. And here I planted more tomatoes. Hopefully they bounce back because they're looking kind of wilty right now. And that's it for over here. Over here, I planted more tomatoes, or transplanted more tomatoes. And let's see, the okra was there. The tomatoes in the back were already there. That's those are squash. And oh, I planted cucumber seeds here, flower seeds like sweet pea, nasturtium, and zinnias in the back because I want them to grow up my new trellis. Yay! Let's back up a little bit without falling. I put two cattle panels up for my cucumbers and flowers to grow up over. So this one was already here, and it's the flimsy one, but this one isn't going anywhere. And let's see, it's nice and shaded, so underneath I'm going to move my lettuce bags under here. Hopefully they'll stay shaded where they won't bolt too bad. I planted lettuce seeds in here. These are my peppers, sweet peppers and poblano. That's a squash. That's another butternut squash. That's a squash. These are sunflowers in the middle. That transplant sunflower looked kind of sad. Hopefully it bounced back. Let's see. I planted more cucumbers here, sowed more seeds really. Flowers in the corner. That's an okra. That's an onion. Those are onions that decided to sow themselves. Here is my other trellis. And I have watermelon. I want the watermelon. These are individual size watermelon, Black Diamond and Sugar Baby. And I want them to grow up the trellis and be super cute with little watermelon hanging from them. And cucumbers will be on the other side. Under here, I haven't decided. That's a blueberry bush. I know I've sown some flowers in some of these bags, but these two are empty. So I haven't decided what I'm going to put in there. So, two more sweet potato slips in here. From this angle, oh, in that container is beets and that's carrots. The birds are really loud today. So that's what my garden is looking like May 4th, 2025. So this is exciting. I've been wanting to do these cattle panel trellises for a while, and they were kind of cumbersome, but the hubby came and helped me get it in place. Hopefully it'll stay because I still need to get a fourth one right here. So I'll have 2 on this side and 1 on this side, and the same thing on that one. 2 on the far side and 1 on the closer side to the bed. But we shall see. All right, bye-bye. I have irrigation. Yay! I did it all myself. I got a kit at Lowe's, and now I don't have to water the bed these beds every day. Now that I understand it, I can get more parts to add on to the kit so I can water all my containers once they're planted. So that's exciting. So I tried 2 different methods. Let me get behind the sun. So I have a hose coming from that faucet, and this is where the irrigation starts, and I split it between 2 beds. So it's a T connection right here to go to this bed, and I had the tubing go over, which I do not like, but I had already connected it and it was too hard to get it apart. So I have them going long and short to the 2 sides. So the whole bed will eventually be hydrated. I might add another middle one here just because that is a squash right there, and I'm gonna have some other heavy waterers in the middle. Over here, I did it different. I carried over from the T, I stapled it to the ground down here, and I did the connections on the ground, and then I carried the 1/4 inch tubing over into the bed, so they're, you know, throughout the bed. So I think I like this way better, because then I can move the stakes more easily since they're all coming from this 1/4 inch tubing, and it's a lot easier to move it than this one where it's going across the bed also. So that's going to be a headache to dealing with it going across the bed. But I still have a couple feet of tubing left over there. I cut it and bent it with the parts from the kit, and then I have a bunch left here. The kit came with 50 feet of 1/2 inch tubing and 50 feet of 1/4 inch. So it came with this little folding bit thing. So I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm so excited. My bed is being watered. So even though this isn't the optimal time, I'm gonna plant some seeds now. And I just wanted to get that done. So that's exciting. Okay, back to work.